Good morning. My mom and I are here at the Cameron Pass parking area, and this is just under the Diamond Peaks. And today we're going to go for Iron Mountain. We're going to hike for a mile or two on the Michigan Ditch Road, and then we're going to cross the water and start bushwhacking to the top. Official start time, 7:35. Welcome to the Michigan Ditch Road. $4 to walk on it. Well, I'm sorry to inform you, but we ain't got it. We need to enjoy walking on this flat road, because as soon as we split off, this thing is going to start going straight up. The No-Coup crags are looking pretty majestic this morning. Majestic and magical. Yeah, these things look huge. This is a really pretty road up here. This is exceeding my expectations. And you get the most epic views of the No-Coup crags. And we are going to have to cross this water at some point. But this seems like a good time of the year to do that. The water is really low. But I think we're roughly 0.2 of a mile away from where we're going to split off and start the bushwhack. And we're coming around the corner, and this is going to be our first view of Iron Mountain way up there. And it is way up there too, like 2,000 feet above us. My GPS is showing us 2.1 miles in, and this has got to be the place that we're going to split off. Yeah, right here, it looks like it's really shallow. There's some pebbles that we can walk on, but that looks like the best ascent so far. By far, it's not even close. Everything else has looked pretty nasty up to this point. Yeah, it really wasn't too bad. My boots barely got wet. All right, we're just gonna start heading up right here. Hopefully we can find the way up and we don't have to deal with too much snow. As we were coming through the high grass, we noticed this ridge up to the north, which is our left, and we're basically trying to get up on it. It's looking good up here. And we just now got the sun. Oh, that feels good. Hell, look at this little ridge. This thing is cool. We're gonna ride this up for as far as we can. I feel like if there's a trail back here, we're on it. And I think this is the third or fourth road that we've crossed. So we're gonna take this up as far as we can, because it doesn't get any better than this. And what's going on here? Is that a predator skull? we've made it up to the next section here. And we can see where we're going now, finally. Sorta. It's gonna be right up here. We're aiming for the saddle. See, I can route find this all day long through here. But when it comes to a simple left or right in a canyon in Utah, I screw it up 100% of the time. We've made it up to 11,100. So a little over 1,100 left. We got to get up over 12,200. Holy smokes. This part is steep through here. According to my GPS, we have like over 500 vertical feet and about 0.2 of a mile. Yeah, on my GPS, it shows the ISO bars are just crammed together here just before we get up to the saddle. This part is so ridiculously steep. It's not even funny. I think we're where we want to be. I don't think we want to be over there. We think we want to hop it across right over here and get in this little gully. And it looks like it goes all the way up to the top. And this is looking up at the very last part. The wind is starting to pick up though. And this is a tough hike. It's just past 10:20. So we've been out here for about 2 hours and 45 minutes. And I knew this was going to be steep. But this is like ridiculously steep. However, we have made it up to about 11,600. And the saddle is just over 11,700. So we're almost up there. And now that I see where we're coming up, I don't think we did this the correct way at all. And I'm hoping there's a much easier way down. But that's gonna be the top right there. Iron Mountain. I mean, my goodness. The last quarter mile or so has been atrocious. We're coming up just below the arch over here, which is really cool. And you can see that thing from 14 highway too. If you look for it, it's like super obvious. We're almost out to the saddle and the wind is really starting to pick up, and the clouds are also getting a lot thicker and a lot darker. It's just now 10:45, so we've been out here hiking for 3 hours and 10 minutes, but we have made it up to the saddle. Ooh, this was tough. This was tough. And check out all the snow we're gonna get now. And then right down here is gonna be Trap Park. That was a brutal and extremely steep bushwhack. That's going to be the summit right there though. And this is looking up at the last part. And that's going to be the top right there. We're going to get it. We are going to get it. All right, summit, Iron Mountain. And this is the summit of Iron Mountain. It's just now 11:30, looking at just under 4 hours total from the trailhead. 3 hours and 55 minutes. Whew. That's a serious hike. I would say doing it from Trap Park overall is going to be easier. Amazing views from up here today. Beautiful. That wind is starting to pick up a little bit, but that's what the weather said it was going to do. It said it was going to be pretty nice until about 11 o'clock, and then the winds were going to start picking up. Alright guys, it's approaching 11:40 and we've still got a heck of a hike back down to where we parked. So it's time to go. It's time to head on back. Alright, let's do it. Let's take it on back. This very top part is probably the sketchiest. Super loose up here. Little tiny pebbles. Ooh. The rest of this is smooth sailing. right, guys, we're getting destroyed by the wind right here. Right here is a trail that goes down and then kind of disappears into the trees. We almost did that. We came across like right up here. So hopefully that trail makes it a little tiny bit easier. We're staying on this wonky little trail that really isn't very good, and it's leading us over to the area that we came up. So I'm not feeling so bad about our ascent route after all. I think we did it pretty good. I mean, there are like no markers out here or anything. That's gonna be the arch up there, and that thing's gotta have a name. It's way too cool. We should call it like Archie's Arch or something like that. This is looking down on that real steep part we had to do coming up, and then we dropped it down into the gully and came up the gully. However, we're still on the trail back here, so we're gonna keep following this down. At least we're on the correct ridge over here. So we're looking good. This part right here is brutal. Super loose. We're looking real good, folks. We've come down the steepest part of the whole hike. It's going to be that 600 vertical feet just below the saddle. That is just atrocious through there. And there's really no way around it. You've got to get up that part somewhere. Yes, we're exactly where we want to be. I believe you definitely want to hit this little meadow on your way up and then also on your way down. This is exactly where we had come up this morning. We're going to take it down a little tiny bit, and we should run into that road where the bones are at. And I think it goes without saying that you're going to need a GPS if you try this. It is absolutely vital. You're going to get lost either going up or down this thing without a GPS. This is exactly where we came up. We're nailing it. I'm going to have to give us an A- for our ascent route. I think we did pretty good, and I'm going to give us an A+ for our descent route. We're doing even better on the way down. And this is looking back up at Iron Mountain and also the saddle. The saddle's going to be way up here. And we're back in this tall grass, and I can see the Michigan Ditch Road out there in front of us. So we're just about done with this thing. I cannot wait to be back on that road. That's gonna be nice and smooth. I'm gonna walk right across this water. I don't even care. That was not very graceful. I went plopping across the water, and my boots are a little wet now.
But they're clean.
Yeah, they're clean. We're looking at about 2 more miles back to Cameron Pass. All right, and we're back. It's just now 2:35. So that took 3 hours to come down from the summit. Took 3 hours and 55 minutes to get up there. And according to the GPS, that was a total of 7.6 miles. Looking at just over a 2,000-foot elevation gain. All right, boom, got it. Well, that's probably gonna be our grand finale hike for the season 2023. We're still gonna do more hikes, but it's gonna be probably snowy from here on out. But we hope you enjoyed that hike. And until the next one, y'all, peace.